Alrighty. Now, before I do start this again, you guys are seeing the same part 1. I'm reposting it. Fact of the matter is, some reason the video is still copyright claimed. I edited it so the thumbnail was not there. But I think the algorithm or something is messing up and still registering it as there. So I'm redoing the part 1, but it's going to be very similar to the other part 1. Anyone who saw that one, please disregard this. I don't understand why it's copyright claimed or what the hell is going on. So, I'm redoing the part 1 because it's still happening. Now, with that being said, let's give a brief little review. Now, in the last part, we had Hisashi Midoriya, the father of Deku, and we had Inko Midoriya, the mother of Deku. We talked about how Deku, he lost both of them whenever he was still young. Inko died whenever Deku was around 4 to 5. Hisashi died whenever Deku was around 8. And Hisashi, he tried to provide for his son because of a few reasons. Hisashi, yeah, he's a good father, but he's not really a good guy or person. He went to the extent of fighting in underground fight rings to try and get extra money for Deku, because he couldn't really scrape by with just a regular job as a mechanic. Now, Hisashi ended up dying whenever he thought he could hit the big time. If he gets into a fight and wins, then he could get the money and, well, run, basically. Get out of the underground scene, and then just try and go straight. No. Hisashi died in that fight, and Deku is left to his grandparents. Now, we'll currently pick up with Deku on the last day of school. Who? He's tired and he's annoyed. He didn't get much sleep last night, and, well, Grandma and Grandpa, they've been a bit on his case. He has always been getting into fights, and people just don't seem to leave him the fuck alone. No. The teacher's currently talking about exactly what is going to be happening. He wants them all to take an apprehension test to see exactly what they all might want to do. The man going to set his papers on the counter and inform all of them that he does know that many of them want to be heroes. However, there are other avenues they can all pursue. Now, the man just looked to the back, seeing Mr. Midoriya sitting down, asleep, before he does just go back to his simple, well, lesson. Now, when the bell does ring, Deku, he doesn't want to get up. Him going to walk over to the door and open it. As right now, there actually is a group of people there. And Deku, he does look out as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see, him looking out and to the right a bit. 6, 7, 8, looking to the left. That's about 15 guys. What do you want? We're here to kick your ass. hang on. Okay. Sorry, that just made me laugh. You really don't take us seriously, do you? No. What was it? 6 guys last time? Whooped all your asses. You got a lucky shot in on me, but that didn't really turn out too well, did it? We'll get you this time. We outnumber you. You always do. Doesn't seem to work though, does it? Now, the guy does get angry. And right now, Deku, he does tell them all. If they want to fight, they can go right here, right now. However, they do gotta know. Shit will happen. And he can't be, well, hell liable if one of them gets sent flying out of a goddamn window. Now, Mr. Hideki would come walking up, right now informing all of them to get off of school campus, because the bell rang, and right now to leave Mr. Midoriya alone. He was just heading home, straight home, wasn't he? Now, Mr. Hideki to stare at Midoriya, and right now the kids, they all do go to look to hear the principal and tell him. They were just trying to have fun, Teach. I mean, roughhousing is to be expected, isn't it? There's roughhousing, young men, and then there actually is violence. Now, please leave Mr. Midoriya alone. Now, The man is going to walk away, as there actually is Deku, who does watch his guys go to leave. Now, Deku would go to walk away and out of the front gate. As when he does so, he does look across the street and see the same group of guys, before looking to his right and seeing more people. Now, Deku, he is a bit annoyed. Gramps talked about always trying to avoid fights, yet these guys always come at him. Okay, well then, Deku turns to the left and going to walk away, as they do head to the nearby park and go to get ready. Now, when Deku does get there, he does go through his own routine. Him trying to handle these guys and trying to take on the new people. Now, Deku would first take out the people he is familiar with, who he does know their quirks. And then Deku, he does get a bit of an alarming discovery. The newer people here are actually better. Their quirks are actually made for fighting. And after he does fight a guy with basically some knuckles, yeah, he does also fight a guy with a quirk that does give him stronger arms, or at least a stronger physical body. Now, currently there actually is Deku, who after he basically just knocks away the last guy, he does look around, seeing all these guys laying out flat on the ground, as right now he does turn around to see the leader. Him going to walk over and bring his foot down directly onto the man's chest, before bending down, asking him, did he really think that that would all work again? I mean, hell, last time they tried to kick his ass and he won. They really don't think he doesn't train? I mean, it's kind of insulting. Fuck you. No. You see, that's not how this works. You guys got me pretty damn good. They could bring his hand up and wiping his nose, as there actually is a bruise starting to form on his right cheek. Deku bring his hand up and telling them all, they really can't win. I mean, seriously, man, what fight is this? How many times has he just knocked them around, kicked their ass? And what is this? Hired help? It's fucking pathetic. Now, the guys tell Deku they'll get him next time. To which Deku does clarify. They always fucking say that too, don't they? They think they can take him out. But really, all he has to do is recover. They don't seem to understand that. Now, the guy is confused, and Deku, he does want to step and walk away. As for now, whenever Deku does head to the mall, he does sit there with a milkshake nursing his injuries. And right now, Deku, he does somewhat stare down at his bruised knuckles, as he also has hold a, well, drink that has soda in it directly up to one of his ribs. And Deku is trying to figure out what is wrong with it. Let's see. Okay, is it cracked or no? That hurts more than a cracked rib. So broken maybe. Yeah, that's not fun. Or no, is it floating? Hmm. That's a bit hard to say. Grant's just gonna get on his ass again. Lovely. Well, he can't be blamed for it then. Yeah. They're just trying to think. Go to UA and, well, become a hero. Gramps, he does want Deku to have a good life. But at the same time, he knows that old guy, he's pissed. Deku reminds him exactly of the same guy his daughter loved. Deku's just like his dad. He knows that. His dad always came home with bruises on his face. He always came home with busted knuckles. And he always seemed to just disregard everything. Funny. Like father, like son. But his grandpa hated his dad. But his dad was a good guy. Now, Deku, he does feel slightly annoyed. And he does know that his grandpa does care for him, but he just doesn't like the way Deku does a few things. They're different in that respect. Now, Deku does stand up and drink the rest of his milkshake, tossing it in the trash and walking away. as right now Deku just stand there walking, or he's walking away, with the cup in his hand. And right now standing there's a few people that are crowded around an area. And Deku, he doesn't think too much of it until he just starts to hear the explosions. Now, Deku's still pumped up, and right now when he does go running over, he does get ready. Him running over and into the crowd, pushing through it as right now a few people, they're surprised. Deku getting to the front of it as he does see the current scene. Right now there's a girl encased by the sludge villain, and she actually is trying to get away and break free. And Deku, he's a bit surprised. This isn't the typical villain fight. What's happening? Stay back. Fuck, you look rough. Uh, Stay out of the way. Pros are trying to handle the situation. Are they? Yes. Listen, you don't get what's happening right now. The situation is that there's a kid encountering a villain. We need to get a pro in there to help, but shit. I don't know if anyone's able to right now. Now, they're gonna stare at the pro, asking what are they just doing? They're just gonna stand around and let her die? And the pro just turned directly to Deku, telling him, right now he doesn't know the entire situation. To which Deku was just gonna directly leap over the barrier, shouting, of course he does, dumbass. He just fucking told him. Now, Deku just run in, and right now whenever the sludge villain does hear the crowd roar for someone to get back, he does turn. And Deku is standing there bolting directly at the villain. As you know, Deku, he does go to bring his hand up and take the cup, or take the top off of his cup drink. Now, Deku does come rushing in, and right now after he does go to stab the straw into the sludge villain's eye, he does reach his hand out. Him actually seeing the girl, as she does send out a blast directly behind her. Now, the sludge villain, yeah, he actually does watch Deku, as Deku does bring his hand out and grab onto the girl, him actually being able to pull her out slightly, as whenever he does so, the girl actually is able to take a deep breath and spin her hand, her blasting as none of the two are sent flying backwards. Now, Deku does go smashing backwards onto the ground, him actually doing so as he does go to spin over and push off of the ground to jump up. Now, Deku does spin around to see the villain, bring his hands up, as right now there actually is where All Might does come rushing in, him blasting the villain away, as right now there actually is Deku, who he is directly behind that villain. Now, Deku does feel the force of All Might's blow, and right now after he does get sent flying backwards and smashing into the ground, and then, well, rolling and smashing into a barrier, he actually does lay there for a second. As All Might, he actually does look around to see if everyone's okay, looking to see the kid on the ground as he's come rushing over. And there actually is our Deku. He does go to get back up on his feet, as All Might to see a bunch of bruises and scratches. Him bending down, asking Deku if he's alright. And Deku doesn't go to turn and freeze. That guy just saved him. Wait a fucking second. That guy's All Might. Now, Deku just jump onto his feet, and All Might's a bit surprised. You're All Might! Yes, I am. And are you alright? Yeah, I'm fine. It's just, it happens all the time. Your nose is bleeding. Oh, it already was. Your mouth. Are you sure you're okay? I'm perfectly fine. Listen. Oh, well, there's some pain. Listen, I want to have a sparring match against you. I want to have a sparring match against you. I want to fight you. I just want to. I want to see where I stand against the best. Come on. You or no. I'm injured, and you want to fight someone who's injured. Listen. How about next week? Please. Come on. How about we spar? You're the number one on my list. I want to fight you, Endeavor, and then Mirako. I know she's just like me. She always wants a fight. Come on. Now, All Might's a bit confused. Young man, your adrenaline is still high. Of course it is. I've been in fights all day today. This morning, after lunch, after school, and then right now. Come on, this is the perfect opportunity. Besides, I'll be fine. You'll be fine. Young man, you're bleeding, and Deku actually opening his mouth, shouting out that he's fine, as blood is poured down Deku's face. Now, one of the paramedics do come running over, and right now they do tell Deku to sit down and let them examine his injuries. And Deku, he actually does have All Might step forwards, telling him to sit. Now, Deku does someone go to sit down on the barrier, and right now the paramedic, they do actually try to ask Deku a set of questions. And right now the girl just come running up, shouting at Deku about what the hell he did. Because she had it. She didn't need his damn help. Now, Deku, he actually is looking towards the girl. As the paramedic, they actually are trying to see if Deku has a concussion and seeing exactly if he may have internal bleeding. Because he's spitting quite a bit of blood. Now, All Might, he does turn to the girl. As the girl was shouting at him, and All Might does try to bring his hands up. Her actually looking at him as he does tell her, right now she does need to thank him. What? But I could have handled the villain on my own. I mean, 2 seconds, that's all I needed. He just caught me by surprise. If I didn't get caught by surprise, I would have had him. I would have killed him. Young lady, please. The man put a lot on the line to save you. I mean, look at him. His injuries are very severe. Her looking over at Deku. And Deku, he currently is looking at the paramedic before telling them, stop worrying about him. Hell, he just needs to let his adrenaline go down, then he'll start the recovery. I mean, his quirk gives him regeneration. Now, All Might does slightly perk up at that, looking over back towards Deku. Regeneration? Okay, that is interesting. Now, Deku, he does tell the paramedic, he'll be fine, he just needs a few days. Young man, you might need to go to the hospital. I'll be okay. Fuck. I've had worse injuries. I've had a broken arm before, jackass. Okay, and how long did that take to heal? None of your fucking business. Young man, I'm a medical expert. Are you a doctor? No, I'm a paramedic. I get you safe, and I get you together. I keep you together for the doctors to help you. You little bastard. Now, they're gonna just roar back at this person, shouting at them to fucking take it easy then. Now, the girl does walk over to Deku, and Deku does slightly look back towards her to see the blonde. Hey, you good? I'm fine. Thanks for your help, even though I could have handled it on my own. No, you couldn't. What was that? No, you couldn't. Trust me. I've seen plenty of brawls, and that would have been a one-sided beatdown. Why do you even try to kill you anyway? He's a villain. I don't know. I mean, what is it? They just do dumb shit. Amen to that. Now, they just go to Sturkey stand up. And when he does so, the paramedic, they usually tell him to sit back down. Deku bringing his hands up and pulling off his shirt, which is still covered in blood. And telling the guy, he's gonna go home. I mean, jeez, he's already late. And he's gonna be chewed out by Gramps if he doesn't get back sooner. So hey, he saved a girl from a villain. And well, right now, he's gotta head home because he might be in trouble. So, piss off. Now, Deku does take off running. And right now, All Might, he actually sees Deku run a certain direction, as he does go to somewhat leap away. Trying to keep in mind that that boy, he said that he had a healing factor. Now, All Might, he would deflate somewhere. And right now, he actually just need to try and figure out what to do. Find out how to encounter him again. I mean, he saved the girl and ran in. He has a heroic heart. I mean, he's a bit intense. Then again, him with one for all. If he has a healing factor, he'd have power. I mean, it would increase too. His body would be able to handle the strain, wouldn't it? And potential injuries like his would be non-existent to him. Now, Deku, yeah. Right now he does run back home, as Grandma and Grandpa, they would be a bit annoyed. And right now the two are waiting for Deku, As if he does walk in, he looks a bit worse than they expected. And right now, Mr. Hideki, or, well, Kenzo, he does go to tell Deku. He's worried that Deku's gonna get himself killed one of these days. Now, they're gonna stare at Grandpa. Before Grandma, she actually tried to ask Deku if he's okay. To which Deku would tell her, he's fine, he just needs a few days. Are you sure? Yeah, I'm fine. Just, I look worse than I am. Really. And exactly how bad are you? Now, Deku just pull off the jacket. And right now he does show that the bruises on his arms are forming. And right now Grandma tries to ask, is anything broken? To which Deku would stay quiet. 3 ribs. Of course. Okay. So how many people? Um, 15, but it wasn't that fight. Hmm? You got in another one. Yeah. I, um, I faced off against a villain. I saved a girl and I met All Might. I'm sorry, you faced off against a villain? Wait, you met All Might? Yeah. Huh, he, uh, he kinda saved me too whenever I tried to fight him. Then again, thinking on it, I'm not too sure if I can punch a man made of slime. I sorta didn't think about that one too much. Hmm? Zuko, did you save the girl? Is she okay? She's fine. In fact, I got more injuries from the blast All Might sent out than she did. Hmm, I see. Um, Question though. Deku turning to his back and pulling it out, asking them how did they get blood out of a white shirt? 'Cause this one, it might be ruined. Now, Grandma would stand up, her walking over and giving Deku a pat on the head, talking about how he did good saving the girl, her grabbing the shirt and turning, as she just go to Doki swing back her right hand and smack Deku on the back of the head, telling him, but he did bad by getting that damn fight. Sorry. Jesus. It's not my fault. They would have followed me home if I let them. Hmm. You're grounded for 2 days, young man. You did a good job saving the girl. That we will not fault you for. And, well, the fight. You need to be careful. Did you break anyone's bones? I don't know. That's their problem. Young man, that is our problem as well. Sometimes getting in a fight is bad. And what was I supposed to do? Let them knock me around? This way I'll get breathing room with at least a few days or a few weeks. Besides, I mean, if they hear that I took on a villain, they might not want to face it with me anymore. I mean, People from all over town want to try and kick my ass because I'm strong. I just won't let them. So what? Izuku, go to your room. I'll handle this. Now, Deku is gonna walk upstairs. And right now, there actually is where Kenzo, he does try to tell Deku before he does leave, or head upstairs. Deku, he trains a lot. He uses his allowance to use it by a gym membership. And even then, there's a punching bag in the garage. There's a weight bench in the garage. He would rather go out and fight than stay here and try to train. And even whenever he does train, he's injured. Does he really think that that's a good idea? A good thing to do? I mean, hell, what happens one day if one of those injuries get him killed? He thinks that they aren't severe enough, or he doesn't think that they're worth investigating, going to a hospital for. What if one day one of those injuries actually lead to him dying? And I could just tell Gramps, regeneration, remember? His body would tell him if it's severe. Hmm? How do you know that? I don't. I'm just assuming that because my quirk, okay? Besides, you want me to go out there and meet people, Gramps. Have friends. But Everyone's terrified of me, alright? Best I can do is go out there and just hang out by myself. Or stay in the garage and bench press everything until I can't. Sorry you don't want me to be the way you want me to be, Gramps, alright? But I'm not just gonna lie down and take the shit people give me. Now, Deku does go to his room. And right now, after he does take some painkillers and lay down, he does try to think. Gramps, he does care, but he just doesn't understand it. But fighting calms him down. I mean, it feels like it's a part of him. Just the intensity, the adrenaline rush, all of it. He loves it. But, I mean, do they even understand anything about it? He's just, well, he's old, so maybe he just doesn't get it. Now, with that being said, Deku would try to fall asleep. And with that being said, I do hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope this one does not get copyright claimed. Because it was very, very annoying that happened twice already. So, let's try and get that out of the way.